Hey guys, alright, so I've done some more work on that little touchscreen computer thing I've been working on. Um, Big struggle this past week has been 3D printing. It's been a pain. I haven't 3D printed with my printer in a while, and I forgot how annoying it can be trying to get something to print right. So I've got many versions of some failed 3D printing attempts. You can see there's a lot of warping on this one. Um, I had a pretty sharp angle going from the edges to the back of the casing. So I understand it's going to be a little bit difficult. This happened over and over again. I tried multiple things that people on forums were suggesting, and no matter what, it started warping about a third of the way up and was extremely obnoxious. I have printed 4 of these. All of them have something on them that got messed up. One of them just came unstuck while I was printing. And I started by trying to print with the base first, with the angles going outward like this, and that was a huge failure. So all the other prints I tried upside down. I finally discovered, despite everybody's recommendations, that in my case, the plastic actually wasn't cooling enough between layers and was causing warping. So what I ended up doing is actually unplugging my heated build pad once the model was about a third of the way done, and letting it cool while it was printing, and that actually solved the problem. So I have another version printing right now, probably done in an hour or so. You can probably hear the printer behind me. It's pretty loud. So yeah, hopefully we'll have some kind of a case prototype done to show you guys soon. And here is the 3D print that's been causing me headaches. You can see finally getting a good print of this prototype case. You can see it's finally printing. It's printing a porthole there for the USB cord to go through to power the whole thing. So we'll see how this fits. Right now this is just the sides. I'm going to be doing a separate piece for the backing as well as a bezel for the front screen. Okay, so now I'll show you guys what I got done with the software side of things. I worked on 2 main things this week. The music player for playing MP3 files downloaded on the computer, and the Bluetooth connectivity for being able to use this as a hands-free device for your phone. Still running into issues with both. I'll show you what I did with the music player. Looks a lot better on my computer. On the Raspberry Pi, there's some different GUI issues where the list control basically will not have a transparent background, which drives me nuts. It looks really bad, but here you can see the same list control I've had in all my other videos. I finally got the layout a little bit better. Drew some play buttons. The next functionality doesn't work yet. I have to still add that in. Volume controller. Seek works. So I started originally using the built-in media module with WX Python. I think it's through the GTK WebKit. I had some issues with that, so I actually ended up using Python VLC instead, which is pretty simple to use, and I'm actually pretty happy with it. I know a lot of people use it for video, but I'm using it for MP3s in this case. I'm using a module, and I'm sorry if I pronounce this wrong, Mutigen, for grabbing the ID3 tags, getting the artwork, artist, album, release here, all that stuff from the MP3 files. So that's how you're seeing all this information displayed here. Works the same as before. You highlight a song, it gets information, it starts playing it. So there's no speakers like the Raspberry Pi right now, but this is actually running on the Raspberry Pi on my desk. And the play pause button toggles between showing play and pause. And you can also seek through the song. If this responds, there we go. So yeah, I added this background. I'm going to do something more original, but I just grabbed something. I wanted to see what it looked like having a custom background on a panel on WX Python. So it's pretty cool. So I've got to figure out this list control thing, either making it transparent or just making another way of displaying the song list. Because I think that's kind of important, and the way it looks right now is awful. So I'm going to continue working on that. And I have not added a back button yet, so I'm going to have to reopen this. while it's loading, something new that I did, I was kind of excited about, was doing the Bluetooth hands-free connectivity with the Raspberry Pi and a phone. I finally found a library that was pretty simple to use called Ophono. It uses Pulse Audio and Bluetooth CTL on the OS. And it allows you to scan for devices. You can pair devices, connect. There's actually a lot of cool stuff in the Ophono library that I haven't tried yet, such as sending SMS messages, MMS, receiving both. I believe there's also a module for using the cellular data over Bluetooth, which is cool. That would be really neat to have. Right now, I am just using the module that dials a phone number out. So that's all I'm using. I haven't tested whether or not the sound is actually coming through Bluetooth on the Pi, but right now my phone connects to it, and I can dial out a number. I did design some buttons and a basic dialer, which I'll show you here. Right now, my phone's automatically connected to it. I have to work on like the whole pairing process and making sure it connects and doesn't fail, which is going to be fun. But right now, I just built this simple dialer. As you dial numbers, these pound signs change into the phone number. So you can dial any number. Once you get to 9 right now, it's just going to go ahead and dial, and I will show you on my phone. All right, let's try this again. So I'm going to dial some arbitrary fake number here. Right now the pound sign is just acting as my call button. I haven't developed that yet, so here's my phone. And it should in a second pop up and start dialing number out. There you go. So that's all it does. Like I said, I haven't tested the audio. There's also a way to, when there's a call coming into your phone, to answer it using this module on the Raspberry Pi. I haven't tested that yet. So those are the two big features that I added this week. I've got a lot of work to do on them still, but I was kind of excited for the hands-free things. That's something I've never worked with before, controlling devices over Bluetooth, so that was pretty fun. And hopefully when I get this prototype case built, I'll actually have something to house this in and not have a bunch of open boards just sitting on my desk. And I'll show you guys a video too of the app running on the Raspberry Pi and the touchscreen. I did finally find a place to order the Adafruit Keepa for the TFT display with the touch module included on it. So hopefully we'll be getting that next week and actually be able to test out the touch functionality, which will be really awesome. So I just want to show you the program running on the actual little module I've got here. So there's the 7-inch TFT display from Adafruit. It's a pretty good size, and it's just kind of sitting on top of the Raspberry Pi. You can see the Keepa there. So I'm excited to finally have a case to put this in and see what the form factor is going to look like.